This is why your brother Kevin despises, hates with a passion. That's why you see me get so aggressive and angry about it, because people are being deceived and they're walking away from God. They're walking away from churches because the things that are being promised to them via this clown doctrine is not producing. And they're misjudging God based on what these people are telling them. I am here to tell you, and I've been telling you, that way is wrong. That is wrong. Again, I'm not telling you not to bless your church or to give an offering or to give a seed. That's not my argument. My argument is when you put a financial seed in place of the true seed as it relates to miracles from God, the hand of God moving in your life, changing up situations, that's when it becomes the problem. That's when it becomes the problem. If you want to bless your pastor, your teacher, your prophet, the Bible isn't speaking against that. It encourages that. But when your faith is in this to bring about the promises of God, you have just now crossed over into the dimension of tradition. What you would have now done is engage the law of tradition, which is now going to work against you, because the law of tradition, as it relates to Matthew 15, verse 5 to 6, and Mark 7 to 13, it says that because of your tradition, the word of God will be of no effect in your life. This isn't Kevin's opinion. This is the word of God. So verse 23 of 1 Peter chapter 1, it says, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of God, which liveth and abideth forever. Okay? For all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man is as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower withereth fall away. Verse 25, but the word of the Lord, which is the seed, endured for who? Forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. Am I speaking Dutch? I think it's pretty clear here. In fact, it's very clear. It's very clear. Let's look at another confirmation. Let's look at another confirmation. Let's go here to Mark chapter 4, verse 14. I hope you're writing down these scriptures. You know I don't come unless they come up with the scriptures. Mark chapter 4, and let's look at verse 14. And what does it say? The sower soweth the what? The word. A sower is a person who plants, specifically plants seed. And what is the seed? The seed is the word of God. Okay, now, time to wrap this baby up. I just wanted to give that little foundation. Now we're about to dive deep, and then I'm out of here. Okay, so far, every seed produces after its kind. That's the law. Okay, according to Genesis chapter 1, verses 11 and 12. Genesis chapter 8, verse 22, as long as this earth exists, there will always be seed time and harvest. In Galatians 6, verse 7, it says, God is not mocked, for whatever man soweth, that shall he reap. We learn in Luke chapter 8, verse 11, that the seed is the word of God. We learn in Mark chapter 4, verse 14, that the sower soweth the word, which is also the seed.